characters from a decade or 2 or 3 decades before goth existed. And it's amazing, this whole world that's out there. So there's a story on how this all happened, and I'm gonna walk you through it as quickly as I can. So I made this record, and it's a collaboration with a bunch of my favorite surf bands. So Messer Chips from Russia is on here, Los Straitjackets are on here, Satan's Pilgrims, y'all know Calabrese is on here too. A bunch of really, really cool bands. But you're probably wondering how the hell I ended up listening to so much surf rock. And the answer to that question, who wants this? Because I'm gonna just go. I don't have insurance, so I'm not trying to hurt anybody. It all started with this book. So Summer Wing Surf all started with this. I have a goofy show on YouTube called Gothic Homemaking. Nobody watches. My apologies. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, both of you for watching. So the New York Times a few years ago did a story about Gothic homemaking and myself in my apartment. And anytime the New York Times says something nice about you, you get a book deal. So I got a book deal and I wrote this book. This is an entire year's worth of like dark decor projects and creepy cocktail recipes. Look at that. Frightful food recipes. Those are parsnips, y'all! And it's an entire year of Gothic homemaking. Oh look, there's Screaming Jay Hawkins. Where are you, Screaming Jay? There he is. I put a spell on you, cause you're mine. Anyway, the point of the story is that they wanted me to cover holidays in here. And of course there's like a huge Halloween section. And then I did a creepy Christmas section as well, because I do a mean creepy Christmas at the Litter of Voltaire. But they also wanted a summer-ween section. And here's the thing. My apartment in New York City is the size, it's literally half the size of this stage, right? So they wanted me to plan like this big summer-ween party outside. When I throw a party at the Litter of Voltaire, I invite 2.5 people. So that's the summer-ween section. So for some of the decor, what I did was I took like pink lawn flamingos and I put bat wings on them and I turned them into like vampire vultures. I made a green spider guacamole spread. But then they asked me to plan a party. And they said, what kind of music would you play at a summer-ween party? I thought, well, would I play the same like top 40 goth songs that I play at every other party? And I was like, no, I want to do something summery. So I started looking for like summery songs about monsters. And I ended up going down this rabbit hole of like surf rock, ska songs about monsters, reggae songs about monsters. And I just got so obsessed that is how I ended up making this album. Where am I going with all this? What I realized during that journey is that before I discovered the goth scene, those of you who know my story, you know I ran away from home when I was 17. And when I discovered when I say I discovered the goth scene, I don't mean like Sir Isaac Newton. I mean more like Christopher Columbus. Like I just stumbled, it was already there, I just stumbled upon it. And it was like, land ho! And she's wearing all black. And so I stumbled upon the goth scene, but the goth scene gave me a place where I could dress however I wanted to dress. I could be whoever I wanted to be. I could be as spooky as I wanted to be, and that was fine. But I realized, listening to all this surf rock, that before I was in the goth scene, I was already a member of another dark subculture. Because you see, in the 50s and 60s and 70s, if kids weren't into sports, and I was never into sports, then you got beat up a lot, and you were considered a weirdo. And kids like me would tend to discover the universal monsters. You'd find Dracula and the Wolfman and the Mummy, and you'd get excited about that. And believe it or not, that was a movement, and they were called the Monster Kids, and they had a musical component. They listen to surf rock. And a lot of people here tonight think, I don't know what surf rock is. You know what surf rock is because everyone here knows this tune. Down, 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 down. No? Yes? Yes? Monsters theme is a classic surf rock song. So in any case, where am I going with the light? So, here's what I stumbled upon. The first time rock and roll and monsters collide in the biggest possible way, a song was created that to this day is still played every Halloween. To this day, might still be the most famous song about monsters. And that song is, that's right, the Monster Mash. So when I was working on Summer Windsurf, I thought to myself, I should do a cover of the Monster Mash. But I don't like doing covers because I believe that if I love a song, I can't really improve upon it. So then I thought, I know, I'll do a parody. Then I remembered back to my first album, The Devil's Bris, which I thought was like a pretty serious gothic folk album. And one of the reviews, one of the reviews was, this guy's basically the Weird Al of the coffin crowd. Also a compliment, but still. So I was like, all right, maybe I won't do a parody of Monster Mash. So what I ended up doing was I wrote a song inspired by the Monster Mash. But instead of singing about the universal monsters, because let's be honest, I sing about them on all the other songs on the album, I sing about the summer slashers. The Michael Myers, the Jason Voorhees, the Chuckies, the Freddy Kruegers, etc., etc. And it's a ska song. So I recorded this song with one of my favorite ska songs, one of my favorite ska bands, a band in Mexico called Out of Control Army. They could not be here tonight. I do not know what the fuck is so important in Mexico tonight. They couldn't come to the bustling metropolis of Jacksonville to help me sing this song. The only excuse I will accept from a Mexican band is that one of their daughters is having a quinceañera. In that case, why didn't you fucking invite me? All right. So, without further ado, I'm going to try to sing this. This song is called The Slash. However, I'm going to need your help. I need your help on the chorus. I just need you to sing the chorus if you can do that for me, okay? Yeah. You seem hesitant because I think a lot of you right now are wondering, Voltaire, how am I supposed to sing the chorus of a song I've never heard before? You can Google it. That'll take some time. Here's the thing. While writing The Slash, I realized that I had accidentally ripped off Queen. Because they have a song called Flash, and it goes, Flash, Savior of the universe, Flash, save every one of us, Flash. That is exactly how this song works. Because they did the slash, they did the murder slash, they did the slash, it was a bloody smash, they did the slash. You already know it. I honestly never thought plagiarism would pay off for me, but here we are. Now, because this is a ska song, I'm going to have to sing all the horn parts myself, which is going to suck a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, The Slash. It was summertime, I was feeling great. I took a dip in a crystal lake till I felt something beneath the waves. A drowning boy, nobody saved. There was another kid on Halloween. When he was done with the trick or treat, he killed his sister with a kitchen knife. And now they slave for life. They did the slash, the murder slash, the slash. They made a bloody splash. Last night a Kruger lent a hand. They found a miner from deep in a mine. It said Candyman 5 times, even the creeper came to take a look. And by then I was hooked. They did the slash. They did the murder slash. They did the slash. They made a bloody splash. They did the slash. They did the murder slash. They did the slash. It was a graveyard smash. Oh, 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 oh. Doing the slash is the way to go. Oh, 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 oh. Who'll be the last girl no one knows? Ba-dum, 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 this guy's so fucking some pervert's got your number. He calls a party where you slumber. It's always such a bummer when everyone knows what you did last summer. Everyone knows what you did. Oh, 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 oh. Doing the slash is the way to go. Oh, 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 oh. Who'll be the last girl no one knows? Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. These days it's so absurd. Said a psycho, take my words, I used a knife back then, but now I've heard there's been a Texas chainsaw massacre. Cropsy said, you know liar, these kids are playing with fire, cause Art the Clown is always down to find new ways to terrify her. He's always down to clown.
Yeah. Woo.
Because he's a